This story, we're joined by Bassam Barabandi. He's the co-founder of People Demand Change and was a non-resident fellow at the New Lines Institute. Welcome to the program, Bassam. As we've been reporting, this is the first time that a Syrian president has ever been welcomed at the White House. What does this moment tell us about how dramatically Washington's policy towards Syria has shifted?
Oscar, thank you for having me. Look, Syrians are really happy, very optimistic that tomorrow will be much better. Syria now belongs to a real world that belongs to Syria and Syrian. The visit of Mr. Alsharaa to the White House is turning point, cementing the winning of the revolution, saying there's no more Iranian, Russian influence. That's it, is done. Syrians are very happy because they know that the stability, it comes with the international community, with the neighboring country, we have good relation with Turkey, with the GCC, with the United States. So this visit, it symbolizes all this kind of things. This will never happen without Turkish help, Saudi help, Qatari help, everybody help Syria and the Syrian government and Mr. Alsharaa himself to be at the White House. So this was not, I cannot say this is the end game, but it was the end of phase one, let's say, of building trust, of building good relations, showing all the good indicators that the new Syria is aligned with the stability in the region, the whole neighbors of the region, which is fit exactly what United States, Trump administration are looking for or is looking for in the region, to be stable, to have prosperity, to have more business, trade relations, rather than wars and supporting non-state actors here and there.
The White House says it wants to help Syria's fragile transition. In your view, is this rapprochement truly about supporting political reform, or is it more about US strategic interests, including countering, as you've mentioned earlier, Iran and Russia?
It's alliance. Syria to be stable, we need to get rid of the influence, bad influence of Iran, bad influence of Russia. We need to get rid of ISIS. We need to have good relation with Turkey. We have to have good relation with the neighbors, which is, again, the United States is looking for the new Trump policy. It's written, announced many times during his campaign. He doesn't want his forces to be in the Middle East. He doesn't need US taxpayer to be paid on war or supporting wars in the Middle East. He needs more prosperity. So to have this big umbrella of shifting the policy in the Middle East, you need Syria to be stable, which align with Mr. Alsharaa and Syrian people that want Syria to be stable. Mr. Alsharaa came after 14 years of war, Assad war on his people, 50 years of socialist dictatorship of Assad. Literally, the institution doesn't exist. Everything is rebuilding from scratch, which allow you to do a lot of mistakes, a lot of miscalculating steps here and there. But stability of Syria is the target of the United States, of Syrian people, because that will we take the stability of the whole region. That's why Mr. Trump is saying what he's saying, because he truth that without stability in Syria, his vision for the region will not be completed. The good thing, again, that Mr. Alsharaa, he get the points. He gets exactly what the administration, U.S. administration wants, and he's working accordingly. Today, Mr. Fidan, the Turkish foreign minister, is in Washington. He met now with Mr. Rubio, the Secretary of State, and Mr. Shebani, Secretary, Foreign Minister of Syria, just to follow up the meeting with Trump. That shows you it's collective effort. It's not Syria, United States. It's regional with the United States to stabilize the whole region.
Now, sanctions relief is clearly a top priority for Alsharaa. He's managed to secure another temporary waiver of the so-called Caesar Act sanctions. If Congress were to completely remove these sanctions by repealing the Caesar Act, what would that mean for ordinary Syrians?
Look, it's good to mention that the Syrian Kurds, Syrian-American Kurds in the United States, they reach out to Chairman Brian Mast, who's the chairman of Foreign Relations, and they convince him that as the Syrian Kurds, they believe the Syrian Act should be repealed. And accordingly, he met yesterday twice with Mr. Alsharaa and Mr. Shebani. The meeting was very good. He promised to give Syria another chance, same wording of Mr. Trump, which gave big indication that this Caesar bill will be repealed by Syrian national Kurds. What will happen is that it has definitely 100% psychological effect on the whole Syrian market. on the whole Syrian people. There will be no restriction. Actually, today there's no restriction, but people are really worried that to invest in Syria, even a small amount of money, then after 6 months, the sanctions will stay for another 6 months. So you don't have that long-term kind of stability to approach or to attract long-term financial investment in Syria. So that's where this sanctions repeal will help the Syrian people. That it will allow the normal Syrian people to really put their own money in the market. Small businesses, I'm not talking about mega projects, just normal Syrian business people, middle class, lower middle class, they put their money in Syrian market to rebuild our country by ourselves, at least first early stages. That will help everybody to come in.
Okay, Bassam, Barabandi, we'll have to leave it there. Really good to get your thoughts. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you.